show you guys what I've been living with since 2014. I had to mentally prepare myself to make this video.
My name is Crystal. I'm 29 years old and I'm from Houston, Texas. I have a Christmas tree on my stomach. As a teenager, I loved to dress up and I definitely sneaked out of the house and I would just go to parties. When I first got pregnant, I was 17. I gained 81 pounds and then I got pregnant again at 21. My husband, David, said that he actually really liked the way my body was, but at the same time, he was out cheating on me. I felt betrayed and really, really insecure. I just didn't want to get cheated on anymore. I wanted to show David, like, hey, like, your wife is pretty too. Like, kind of like, look at me. That is when I went to a plastic surgeon in Mexico. I wanted a full mommy makeover, which would be a breast lift, implants if needed, and a tummy tuck after my surgery. The next day, the doctor comes in and removes my girdle. My stomach was black at this point. Like when a banana goes bad, it's black. It was black. He said that we needed to cut the dead skin, and I was awake when he started cutting. I was really scared. I didn't know what was going on. Inside of it, it was like little bubbles of pus everywhere. When my mom saw that he was cutting more, she stopped him and we never went back to him. When I came back from Mexico, I was recovering in my mom's house. I felt like I was going to die and I didn't see my kids for 4 months because I didn't want anybody to see me. I felt hopeless and I was like smelly and the hospitals didn't want to see me because I went to Mexico. After the 4 months at mom's house, my skin started to look better. David agreed that he would change my dressings. I felt like he was a dog for doing what he did. And he apologized and I forgave him because he's the father of my kids. My relationship with David got better. He started showing me off to his friends, which he had never done that before. For the last 4 years, I lock my door because I do not want anybody seeing me dress because I just feel like my stomach is disgusting. To distract people from my stomach, I started to perfect my smile. I got braces and I paid thousands of dollars to whiten my teeth. You see here, not here. My mom has been pushing for me to not give up.
How do you feel about going to see Dr. Dubrow?
I'm scared. 20 other people have told me no. What makes him so special? Why is he gonna say yes when everybody else, they like look at me like, oh, we can't help you.
I know she's nervous and I don't want her to go through another no experience, but as a mom, I do want Crystal to get fixed. I do want her to feel beautiful under her own skin, and I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up until she's back to normal.
I want to smile just because I feel like smiling, not because like, hey, look at me here.
I know. We just can't give up. I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. I was there for you at the beginning and I'm gonna be with you now.
You know what I look forward to, honestly? You, once and for all, having a girlfriend. Is this ever going to happen? Are you ever gonna have a girlfriend? Rather than the girl du jour.
I kind of, I'm working on something.
Yeah, I know you're working on now, but that one's a supermodel.
Yeah? What do you say?
So, that supermodel's gonna be your girlfriend?
Are you saying that I'm below her standards?
Paul, supermodels want to date Harry Styles, not Harry Backs. Next patient's name is Crystal. Let me show you.
Oh, jeepers creepers.
So she lost all of the skin between her belly button and her pubic hairline. Yeah, it's a tough case. Why don't you bring Crystal in and let's figure out what happened and what we can do about it.
Okay, can you please send in Crystal?
Crystal.
Hi.
How are you? I'm Dr.
Hi,
Nassif.
Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. Terry Dubrow. How are you?
My mother thinks that Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Nassif are such a great team together, but I'm scared of being rejected by them and adding them to like my no list.
What happened?
So I had 2 pregnancies. I gained a lot of weight. And at that time, my husband was like cheating on me a lot.
Cheating on you a lot?
Yeah. So I wanted to get sexy. Like, so I was looking into mommy makeovers and a fat transfer.
To
My butt.
okay,
So
a
take
Brazilian
my-
butt lift.
Right.
Okay. It breaks my heart that Crystal wanted to feel more attracted to her husband. She didn't need plastic surgery at all. This just goes to show you should never, ever do plastic surgery for another person.
So I saw a doctor in Houston. He said $30,000.
It's probably about right.
That's about right.
So I said, I'm never gonna have
lot
that
of
type
money.
of money, right? And he said, I have a colleague that operates in Mexico. So we saw him. He told me everything I wanted to hear for $10,000.
Good
I
deal.
had to go to Mexico though.
Yeah.
We go into the surgery, and as soon as I woke up, I had dead skin.
Right away.
Yes, right away.
Although it's possible to have some skin die post-operatively, if it happens immediately, it's really indicative of only one thing, and that's improperly done surgical technique, and you killed the tissue.
You know when a kid draws like a Christmas tree?
Yes?
Okay, so my stomach was like that. All this was like black and purple right away. This is
Right
the next
away?
day. Yeah. He said, okay, take a seat in his filthy office. And he is cutting me. I can't feel
Or cutting the skin.
all of it. He was just cutting and cutting. So I kept asking him, I have MRSA. He told my mom that I needed to stay off the internet, that I was delusional.
This is right up there as one of the craziest stories we've ever heard.
And you weren't on antibiotics.
No.
Where was the lipo mark?
My back fat. And I wanted lipo here, so he marked that here.
Lipo here and here?
Yeah.
And did a tummy tuck at the same
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
Do you want to know what happened? I'll
Yeah,
tell you
I
what
mean,
happened.
yeah.
When you do a tummy tuck, you make an incision like this.
Mm-hmm.
You lift this up. So where do you think the blood supply is coming from?
Here.
Where did you have liposuction?
Here.
This is called the intercostal blood supply. You never liposuction this. It is killing the oxygen delivery system to the skin, and it predictably will die instantly.
Right.
I know some great doctors in Mexico, but if you're going for the deep, discounted surgeon, you're gonna have problems. Crystal is extremely lucky to be alive.
I saw like 20 surgeons. Everybody said, we can't help you. Like, there is nothing we can do for you.
So 20 board certified plastic surgeons have told you this is too risky. And you're both out here wanting us, plastic surgeons 21, to say yes.
Yes.
So your goal basically is what, just to close it?
Get closed and feel normal again. I don't want to hide anymore. I want people to see who I really am. I feel like a monster sometimes. Like, before it wasn't for me. It's for me now.
Stand up for a second, please. Ideally, what we want to do, we call it recreating the defect. This is the basic principle of this kind of revisional surgery. The abdominal wall defect that you see never really represents the actual defect that you're going to find during surgery, because once you release the tissue, the defect actually increases dramatically, and that really defines what area you have to close and what your goals are. So the big question is, do you have enough skin to get this tissue down here without pulling up the pubic skin and everything that goes along with that and distorting that area? You know, if 20 surgeons are telling you it's not possible, I got news for you. 20 surgeons may be wrong.
I'm really happy because Dr. Dubrow is going to operate on me, and they knew what was wrong with me from the beginning, and that just makes me feel like they can fix me. Will I have a belly button?
Some people have called me the belly button whisperer. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna have a little conversation with that belly button that you do have, which is sort of there, sort of not.
A belly button whisperer? That's what you call yourself? That's just stupid. That's just plain old stupid.
No other way to say it, but this is a high-risk procedure. Mom, what's your gut tell you?
I have a good feeling.
You do have a good feeling? So do I.
I do too.
Yeah?
Hopefully not only will I have a gorgeous smile, I have a gorgeous tummy to match it.
Keep
that
smiling.
smile.
Smile the whole way through this and you will heal. I can see it, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So, how are you feeling?
I'm nervous and scared and just ready, I guess, to get it over with.
I'm feeling okay. I look like crap. I can't wear hairspray.
Crystal, how are you? Good to see you.
And I'm smiling a lot because I'm really nervous.
Our challenge today is this, Crystal. What we see here, although very large, is only a small percentage of what we actually have to fill. Once you make an incision and open things up, it doubles or triples the actual real defect. This is a bit of a daunting case because your doctor really went crazy with the liposuction. The challenge with Crystal surgery today is that she has a radical disruption of the blood supply in her abdominal wall. It's very possible I could lift everything up, bring it down, and it could die right in front of my very eyes as well. I'll begin Crystal's surgery by making an incision across her lower abdomen to recreate the original defect. Next, I'll carefully elevate her extremely thin abdominal wall tissue, remove the excess skin, and then close the defect once and for all. Finally, I'll create a new belly button, and Crystal will have a stomach as pretty as her smile. Crystal's surgery technically went very well, but I don't know if it went physiologically very well. Time will tell. It's going to either be blue and black tomorrow, or it's going to be pink and alive. And I'm hoping for alive.
Hello.
Hi.
Crystal,
Hi.
how are you?
Good.
How are you?
Good.
The last time Crystal had a tummy tuck, her skin died instantly. It's only been 24 hours since my surgical procedure, and I'm a little bit nervous about what I'm gonna find underneath the dressings. So I made an incision and I started elevating up the tissue. I had to do that with a scalpel, which I, to be honest with you, never had to do before with a tummy tuck. So you're the first.
My worst fear at this point would be dead skin. I've gone through it once before and it was hell, and I don't want to go through any of that anymore.
As they say, without further ado,
You're looking for that. That's beautiful.
completely alive.
I am just so happy that I didn't see any black on my stomach, and I have a belly button, so yeah.
So all you have to do is heal, not get an infection. I don't want to good mouth it because a lot of negative things can happen, but I'll tell you, one of the negative things that is on the list is not this dying.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
That is going to match this now from now on.
I'm really excited to spend the day with my family. I have not gone out with my kids and actually been able to enjoy myself in years. But now I'm no longer hiding. There's nothing holding me back.
So, have you seen improvements with Crystal?
She's a lot happier now.
Yeah, her smile is just there all the time.
She's always smiling. I've had to make a lot of corrections to myself, and I felt very guilty. I still do. She wouldn't have had to go through anything if I wouldn't have put her through it. I feel happy knowing that Dr. Dubrow did help us out, so I'm grateful for that.
Does she lock herself in the bathroom anymore?
You know she does that too?
Come on, I know everything. I'm her mom.
Yeah.
Prior to the surgery, I would lock the door. It's the total opposite now. I don't care what door is locked. I don't care what door is open. I just change.
Oh my God! Here she comes. Mommy! Oh my God!
You're good, man. It feels great to see Crystal confident, smiling. It's a blessing.
Can we thank Dr. Dubrow for being lucky number 21?
Yes,
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Dubrow.
Before my surgery, my stomach looked like a Christmas tree. I had a huge gap in my abdomen, and it made me hide from my family. But now, thanks to Dr. Dubrow, I have a flat stomach that I love showing off. My family and I have never been closer, and I can't stop smiling for all the right reasons.
I'm glad we were able to do this, Mom. I love you.
If I could go back and share anything that I've learned out of this experience with any woman, don't change for anybody but you.